Thank you for doing this with me, Mr. Robert.
All right.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
So, Mr. Robert works at the gym that I go to. So, what is, not an offensive question, but how old are you, Mr. Robert?
Well, I'm 74.
Really?
Yeah.
You do not look 74. You look a lot younger.
Thank you.
Well, what motivates you to keep going to work even at this
What
age?
motivates me to keep going to work is I don't want to sit down. I like coming work. I like working at the fitness center because I get a workout in,
True.
and I like to somewhat stay healthy as I can and keep moving.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And I assume probably the social aspect too. I mean,
I love socializing with the members that come in and just have conversation, meet people like yourself. I met you, nice young man. He's moving out of the area.
I know, I'm
but
sorry. I don't want to leave this gym.
I'm going to miss seeing him.
Well, thank you.
He's faithful about coming and working out. And I like that. As a young man, he gets up early. He's out of high school now, obviously. But he still come and work out and stay in shape, keeping his body healthy. That's a good part of life.
I appreciate it. I think we really have to, at this young age especially, we're growing up in that, we got to start early for sure.
Yeah, you got to start early and be conscious of getting up, doing that, and keep it going.
For sure.
It's better to keep it going than to stop and start all over again.
Yeah, because then you're not making any progress.
You got to climb that hill all over again.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Do you go, so Wednesdays you take off, right?
I'm off on Wednesdays.
Do you go fishing, right?
I go fishing a lot of times on Wednesday, weather permitting, as long as I don't have to do yard work or something on that order.
I got you. Do you go by yourself or with a group?
With a friend of mine, we go fishing.
Which friend is it?
His name is Jim Purnell.
Oh, okay.
He and I used to work at a company together before we retired from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Where at?
Winchester in East Alton, Illinois.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's a guy at the Y that I used to work at, the Maryville Y, an older guy who was a lifeguard, and he would take off. He still does. He takes off Wednesdays and goes fishing. So I was wondering. I didn't know if he went with you or something.
No.
His name's David.
David.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go together.
I got you.
Most of the time. Whenever we go.
Where do you go at?
Just at local lakes around here in the area.
I got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoever will let us come on their property and fish.
That's true. That's a good way to start a morning, though.
Yeah. And fishing, it's one of my favorite sports.
Really?
Yeah.
I
love fishing.
Me too. I used to fish a lot when I was younger. I haven't in a while. And honestly, now, last summer, I went on this trip to Florida. I did this. It was with Boy Scouts. It's where you go to this island in the middle of the Keys. It's out from them, miles out, and there's nothing on it. And we went deep sea fishing, and I caught it was within 10 minutes. I was just catching fish after fish because we were over a reef or something.
Sure.
I like that fish. That was quick.
That's the kind of fishing I like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like sitting around all day waiting on the fish.
Yeah, waiting for a little bitty bluegill or something like that.
Like that. Yeah, I'm more I like whenever I cast out, no sooner than that hook hit the water in that cart. I like to see that cart go under real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So you're actually from Arkansas.
Right? I am from Arkansas. I was born in Arkansas, a little town called Cherry Valley, Arkansas. My family on both sides, my mother and my father, is from there.
Really?
As a matter of fact, I got 2 uncles that still live there, and they're both 100 years old.
100 years old?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
I hope I inherited some of those genes.
I hope you do.
Even my grandpa, when he passed away, he was 103.
Oh my gosh.
That was on my mother's side.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will with still being active and
sure.
working.
Yeah,
and keeping
that plays
moving.
a big part in it.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I feel like most old people, they get to retirement and they just
Want to sit down? You
lay
don't
at
want
home.
to do
They
that.
don't. Yeah, they don't want to do much but watch TV and stuff. But
Right.
I couldn't do that. I feel like I would. I mean, I'm not that old now, so I don't have that mindset, I guess. But I get so bored when I'm sitting at home. Like I want to do
Sure.
stuff. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like sitting around. I like moving around, being active.
for sure.
Don't mind getting up in the morning. Getting up early never bothered me.
hmm It
And
used to bother me, but then you get used to it. It's not
oh yeah,
bad. I like it better because, like, I mean, everybody else is still asleep, but like then you're up and you're getting more out of your day. Like if you sleep until 10 o'clock, heck, half your day's already
that's the
gone.
way I look at it. Seemed
Exactly.
like I missed a lot if I sleep that long.
I agree.
I love, yeah, I like getting up and being raised in the country. You
Oh
had
yeah,
to get up.
for sure. Did you work on a farm or grow
Worked
up on
on
a
the
farm?
farm. Yeah, my dad was a sharecropper.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice. What
yes, he
what
was.
kind of crop?
Cotton.
I got you.
Yep, cotton, rice, soybean, corn, all of it.
Really, I've never actually seen a soybean field in Arkansas yet. I don't think.
Haven't you?
No, I don't think so.
They're there.
I didn't know if they
Trust
did
me.
them down there.
Yeah, they're there.
So did you help out
Plenty
your?
of rice.
Oh yeah, I know there's lots of rice.
Yeah,
We drive all through that. Like when we go down there, up in like the north, like the Delta area, there's just rice field after rice
yeah.
field.
That's rice fields. As a matter of fact, when we was kids, when they built the rice silo there in Parkin, Arkansas, we lived right over by it.
Really?
And when us being kids from the country, we had never seen anything that tall before. To us, those rice silos looked like the Empire State Building.
Yeah, I bet. That's funny. Did you help? So did you get up in the? You helped your dad when he
Yeah,
was helping
in the
with the.
cotton field. Yeah, we picked, chop cotton.
Really?
Sure.
That's neat. That's
Yeah.
cool. And did you like it, or what did you think of it?
Well, it was one of those things that had to be done.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet. I bet it was
So
hot too.
it was hot.
It gets hot
Sure.
down there.
Definitely hot.
So what I was gonna like get to was what motivated you to move up here from down there?
Jobs.
I got you. You didn't
Yeah.
feel like there was a lot of jobs down there?
Not at the time.
I
No.
got you.
As a matter of fact, we moved to the Boot Hills of Missouri, Crothersville, Missouri. Matter of fact,
What part of Missouri is that?
it's in Missouri Boot Hill.
Uh,
Yeah. As
wait, so the bottom, like,
Yeah, right when you come out of Blytheville, Arkansas, it's down that way.
okay.
Yeah. So down there, went to high school there, left there, ventured farther north. Yeah.
What do you think you like better? Did you like it down there better or like up here?
I kind of like both of them.
I got you.
Yeah.
What parts? Like, I know you're talking to me about the Southern hospitality before, but
Yeah. I liked it. The town that we lived in, the last town in Arkansas was Parkin, Arkansas. I like that. There's not a whole lot there from what I understand anymore. I haven't been there for a while.
hmm
But yeah, I like that little town.
yeah, it seems like a lot of the towns in Arkansas, unless it's near Little Rock, kind of, or like where I'm at, it's near Little Rock, but there's also the Jacksonville Air Force Base.
Sure.
Everything else is just there's not much except for like rice and like farm
Right.
fields and stuff like that. So
Yep.
depends.
So, yep, that's kind of my story there.
That's interesting. I actually I didn't even know like how old were you when you were like working at like your dad with the sharecropping farm and that? I didn't know they still did that long ago.
I don't know about now, but back then,
Oh, well, I know not now,
yeah,
but
probably 10, 11 years old.
what year do you think that was?
Oh man, that was way back. It
Dang,
was in the 50s.
really?
Yeah,
I did not know they still did that.
yeah.
Dang. It
So,
definitely, I bet it taught you hard work then for sure.
oh yeah,
Because I can tell you don't mind the work. You're
definitely
working
not.
here all the time. Like my new gym that I'm going to, the cable cross thing, It's been broke for like probably a month now, and I need that thing. So I hope it gets repaired by the time I get down there.
Right.
But you fix it up in like a day or so. It's
Oh, I get right on it. If it's
exactly.
broken down, then I can fix it. I'll fix it if I
Ex-
get the parts to fix it.
no, I appreciate that. You're always
Sure.
like on top of everything. I'm gonna miss having you around and talk to you and
Well,
fixing things and all that.
it's it's always nice, you know. I hate to see you go.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Such a
getting.
nice young man. I'm glad I met you.
I'm glad I met you
And I
too.
hope I get a chance to see you again.
Me too.
Yep,
Do you believe in God?
I do.
You do? Do you go to church?
Every Sunday.
Really? What church do you go to?
Yeah, we go to, it's a church in Madison, Illinois.
Oh, Matt.
Yep.
Where's that at?
It's in Madison, down on Jackson Street.
No, like I
Oh,
mean, what part of like how
uh,
far is that from here?
oh, it's in Madison, like 20, like 15 miles from here.
Really? I've
Yeah,
never even heard of that town. Is it small or?
it's a small town.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense. That's cool. What? That's kind of like something I also like talk about on here too. Is like
yeah.
I try and like usually incorporate God into things usually
Sure,
too.
you have to. As a matter
Exactly.
of fact, put him first
Yeah,
in everything that we do.
for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, he's in everything. He's why
sure.
we're
So,
doing
you know,
anything.
we put him first and then we follow the lead, in my opinion. You know,
You're right.
God's, he's over everything.
He is for sure.
Yeah.
What
When we get up in the morning, we give thanks. Sure.
for sure? Because it's not for sure that we're gonna wake up anymore every
That's
morning.
right.
He could decide it's our time. Even me at this young age, he could decide it's my time tomorrow.
That's for sure.
What brought you to God? Do you feel like was it from your parents? Were you raised like?
Well, I was raised up in the church. Yeah.
I mean, you were living in the Bible Belt, so I assume maybe
Sure.
because there's a church on every street corner down
On
there.
every corner.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, raised up in church. I can remember going to revivals. Me and my mother, dad, and yeah, as a little kid, sleeping on the pews,
sleeping on the
laying,
pews.
yeah, laying with my head in my mother's lap.
Yeah, during church service or like.
Yeah, I was sleepy. I was wanting to go home,
Yeah, I know. I
like
used to.
little kids
I was like
do.
that when I was me and my buddy. I would always convince my mom to let my friend sit with me, and then we'd screw around the whole
Right,
service and stuff
just
like
kids
that.
being kids.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't really, real rambunctious because would have got sat down, saying,
oh yeah,
you know, once she give you that look, you know what it means.
yeah. I
Settle
bet.
down
I bet you settled down real quick.
real quick. Because if you didn't, you know what was coming next.
And getting a whooping.
Out come the belt.
Yeah, for sure. I bet.
Yeah. And I got it a few times during my childhood, but guess what? Made me a better person.
That's for sure.
Yeah. It didn't kill me. I'm still here.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about like. I mean, like discipline's changed in that because like they don't. You'll get in trouble if you get caught doing stuff like that
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
I feel like I don't know if like spanking your kids and stuff. I feel like it worked, but I don't even know. I mean, I guess there's pros and cons to it because
Sure.
I feel like you'd be scaring your kids too and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, it didn't scare you. I mean, it's your mom. You love your
Well,
moms.
yeah. And dad, too. But she was more of the disciplinarian. You know, I got away with more with my dad than I did my mom.
Really?
She was pretty strict. I mean, she didn't abuse you or anything, but
Oh well, yeah.
you know,
I think there's a certain line that you cross where it
sure,
becomes yeah.
that was her, and it's. And I look back today, my friend and I, the one I told you that I go fishing with,
Hmm.
he's from the South. He's from Mississippi,
Oh really?
and yeah, and we talked about that a few times. And just like me, you know, when you went across the line, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I
but
mean,
anyway,
you were used to it. You grew up
yeah,
with it.
yep, it was used to it. All
What are
right.
your, what were you saying?
Uh, Probably gonna have to go.
Yeah, I bet so. I didn't want to do too long because I didn't want to
Yeah,
take up too much of your time because you're on the clock. But
right.
I thank you for doing this, Mr.
Yep.
Robert. You have an
Thanks.
interest. You have an interesting history. You're
Thank
a
you
cool
for
guy.
asking me.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this. I'm gonna miss you, man.
Miss you
Miss
too.
you.